Yo, what's going on guys, Arekkz here, welcome back to another Destiny video, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at a brand new exotic weapon, Nemesis Star. As you guys know, a couple of weeks back I was in Seattle testing out Rise of Iron early with a load of other Destiny YouTubers, and while we were there, some of the guys had year 2 exotic engrams that they've been holding onto, and after decoding a heavy weapon engram, it turned into this. So, it seems like, contrary to previous years and previous expansions, Year 2 engrams do actually have some value in Rise of Iron. Anyway, that aside, credit for this footage goes to my buddy Unknown Player. He is another awesome Destiny YouTuber. He was the one that got this during the trip, and he very kindly sent me some gameplay so that I could show you guys the weapon in action. So you can find a link to his channel and his Twitter in the description box down below. Massive shout out to him. Anyway, now let's take a look at the weapon itself. Nemesis Star is a heavy weapon, a machine gun, and it deals solar damage. It's also part of the Nadir weapon foundry, which is something we haven't really seen much of up until now, so that's kind of interesting. And the intrinsic perk on this weapon is Extinction Cycle, where on trigger pull, the weapon's initial burst has a high rate of fire. Now this is super interesting, because it means that, to begin with, you fire super quickly, and as you can see here in action, it is pretty fast. Obviously the penalty for this is reduced range and greater recoil, but if you're in close proximity to your target, you can effectively use it like a high impact, high damage pulse rifle. The perk activates on every trigger pull, not on the first trigger pull of the magazine, so you can genuinely spam the trigger as if you were using a pulse, and dish out some serious damage. While we didn't get a chance to test this in the Crucible, I would be willing to bet that this will be good for taking out targets quickly, with short bursts, which in turn allows you to preserve heavy ammo for as long as possible. Anyway, diving back into the inspection screen, in the first column you have Accurized Ballistics, Field Choke and Linear Compensator. In the second column you have Spray and Play, which increases reload speed of the weapon when the magazine is empty. In the third column you have Perfect Balance to help with stability, Field Scout for more ammo, and Flared Magwell for faster reload times. And then finally the other exotic perk, Strange Gravity, where if you hold down the trigger, range and accuracy increases as your rate of fire decreases, plus kills grant bonus grenade energy. So, in short, the weapon begins by firing super fast, then gets progressively slower, meaning during this latter part of the firing cycle, you can use this weapon at a much greater range, versus the high rate of fire at the beginning, having a very short range due to the recoil. And the nice thing about that is that it means it kind of falls into sort of two categories, right? It's not just a long-range, slow-firing gun, nor is it a fast-firing, short-range gun due to recoil. You can, depending on the way you use it, depending on the way you fire it, actually get the best of both worlds. And then finally you have the two ornaments for this weapon. It begins looking like this, pretty clean, nice smooth black paint job, yellow lines all around it and clear Nadir markings. You then have the first one, my favourite one, Meteorite, which turns the weapon all red with this Nadir writing down the side. And then finally you have Silver Bullet, which is this beat up looking one. Obviously it's been through a lot of battles, you've got the Nadir marking kind of scratched off, and a load of battle worn paint to it. In fact, if you look and maybe you squint a little bit, this thing kind of looks like a submarine. Either way, that is pretty much it. I didn't get to use it myself, so it's hard to give you a genuine answer on the weapon's overall utility and how good it's going to be when compared to some of the other offerings. But I would say for sure that this will have use in PvE. The element will be great when solar burn is active. The rate of fire will have merit in a wide range of conditions, but I am definitely most interested in using this, as mentioned, kind of like a close range, high impact pulse rifle, effectively. Anyway, I'll leave you guys with a little bit more gameplay, but for the time being, that is it. Again, a massive shout out to Unknown Player for letting me use his footage, and thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.